recognizes the gentleman from Minnesota.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, if there's one thing I think Democrats and Republicans can actually agree on, is that if a penny is earned, that penny must be paid. This amendment is very straightforward. In fact, a version of it has already passed the House of Representatives. What it says is that if there is a federal contractor who has been found to engage in wage theft, that they may not benefit from this appropriation. Now, there are many contractors who work for the Department of Defense who have employees that cook the meals for our troops, wash their uniforms, do all manner, many important tasks that keep fighting men and women in a position to serve our nation. Some of them may even work in the commissary, they may work at various jobs, and they sometimes, the federal contractors who serve the federal government, do not pay these workers. And Mr. Chairman, you may think, well, you know, maybe that happens, but how often does it happen? Is it really a big problem? I'm here to tell you that it is a serious problem. In fact, the Economic Policy Institute found that in total, the average low-wage worker loses a stunning $2,634 per year in unpaid wages, representing 15% of the earned income. A recent report by the Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee of the United States Senate revealed that 32%, fully a third, of the largest Department of Labor penalties for wage theft were levied against federal contractors. Now, I think that Democrats and Republicans can agree that if you are a federal contractor and you want to do business with the United States, you should be fair to your workers. This bill doesn't go out and look, and we're not asking anyone to make any judgments. We're talking about people who have been found to engage in wage theft already. This amendment simply says that the funds made available in this act may be used to enter into contract with any person whose disclosures of a proceeding with a disposition listed under Section 2313 E1, Title 41, and it goes on. But what it means is that you must be fair to your workers, and if you're not, you cannot benefit. Last word I want to say about this is that don't we want to incentivize good contractors and discourage bad ones? One way you can do that is say, if you don't treat your workers right, we're going to find some federal contractors who will. I urge all of my colleagues to support this amendment.
If the gentleman would yield.
I do yield.
I appreciate the gentleman offering the amendment and speaking out on behalf of the dignity of labor, whatever human labor that may be, and certainly believe that the amendment is acceptable to the committee. Thank you very much.
Certainly appreciate that.
The gentleman from Minnesota reserves. Does anyone seek recognition in opposition to the amendment? Gentleman from Minnesota is recognized. Gentleman from Minnesota is recognized.
Okay, so we'll yield back.
Gentleman yields back the balance of his time. The question is on the amendment offered by the gentleman from Minnesota. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. The amendment is agreed to. Pursuant to Clause 6 of Rule 18, further proceedings on the amendment offered by the gentleman from Minnesota will be postponed.